Welcome back, brother. I hope you're well. Look, the proverbial smash and grab, but getting points in the early stages of the season is important. Talk to me, mate.
Yeah, just a big up to the Chelsea away fans. They earned that win tonight, having to sit through that dross for most of the game. I'll take the 3 points over the performance anytime. I will take that. I'll always take the 3 points. We earned it. We earned it in the end. I don't like the word deserved because I just don't. I just feel that the earned is a better word. And we got there in the end. Big. You're not going to hear this a lot probably from a lot of the Chelsea fans, but a big up to Sanchez tonight. Great penalty save, and he pulled off a couple of other saves as well. Wesley Fofana. My God, some of those passes by Wesley Fofana tonight, especially for the penalty. And just all the way around, I think the passing today was just too slow. It was just always backwards. Even like, people might say, "Oh yeah, you guys don't know how to open a low block." It's because we allow the opposition to get back in place all the time. That's why we have trouble doing it. But yeah, I thought Sancho played well when he came on. With the referee tonight, the only yellow card I really have a dispute with is the Colwell one in the second half, where he actually got the ball and tackled the guy and he gave him the yellow card. The other ones are like mostly for dissent. They're all talk. And they've been told it's only the captain who can go up to the referee and mouth off, essentially. Do you know what I mean? It's just like that.
I do agree. I do agree. My issue with it is this, though. Forget any other games.
Yeah.
Colwell was booked. When he thought that you should have had a foul on the edge of the box and Bournemouth countered and he blocked it, he then stand up and screamed at the referee, didn't get a yellow card and get sent. That's where this whole we referee by the letter of the law is just bollocks. It felt to me so performative what they did tonight, because when it actually, I mean, there could have been I want to say it was Cook. A Bournemouth player could have gone in the first half. Because so I'm not saying any one team was cheated, but it was almost, you gave out all those bookings, but when you could have sent people off, you didn't. It felt, the refereeing tonight felt very strange indeed. It was very weird.
I just want to mention, I'm starting to think that I think we should move Cole Palmer to the right wing instead of the 10. I think he doesn't enjoy the 10 position. He was mostly on the right anyway throughout the entire game. I just don't think he enjoys the 10 role, or he's not given enough space to do his work, essentially. But like I said, Nkunku got the goal. Sancho did well. Like I said, big up to Sanchez in goal tonight. That was a good penalty save, and the rest of his saves were good as well. But overall, let's forget this one. This was like nearly the old proverbial smash and grab today. That's what that was. But we'll take the 3 points and we'll move on. But it's good, better performances, hopefully.
Absolutely. Not the performance, David, that you would have wanted overall tonight, but good, solid debut from Jadon Sancho. You got the 3 points, which is important, especially at this stage of the season. What was your overarching thoughts from a Chelsea perspective tonight?
I'm happy we won. Like, there were times in that game I was very frustrated watching, but we, didn't concede a goal and we scored more goals than they did, so we won the game. Pretty much. That's how I look at it. To me, that's 3 points gained, because that's a game we would have lost last year, especially at this point in the season. We would have lost that game last year. So, Sanchez, fair play for saving the penalty, did a very good job. And Sancho, when he came on, looked really good. And Maresca's been saying in press conferences, this guy looks really good. He's the type of winger I like. Hopefully we see more of him, because Pedro Neto out there today looked very lost. He didn't really know what he was doing when he was out there. So hopefully Sancho starts their next game, and we see what happens. But as I've been saying, since we got this brand new manager, and every single game, I'm not expecting consistent, natural progression, because that's just not the way it happens. Like in any sport, if you watch any sport, it's never a natural progression. It's always very up and down, up and down, up and down. So while beating Wolves 6-2 is great, that's not the standard that we're going to have for the rest of the season. So again, just winning today is a massive gets us to 7 points, which is good. Keeps us not losing touch with everybody else. So,
well, I think where the wins are important is what you don't want happening. I know it's not completely a new group of players, but what you don't want happening is the sort of PTSD from last season creeping in. And if you lose late to Crystal Palace, if you lose it late rather than win it today, suddenly you're sitting there on 3 points, after 4 games, and the pressure starts to mount, and that pressure will also make it a lot harder. We all saw Man United earlier on today. For the first 35 minutes, you saw the hangover from the Liverpool game. We save a penalty, score a goal, and then we didn't concede a shot for the rest of the football match and dominated. Now, Southampton are not a particularly great team, but you see what confidence does for people, and I think that's really, really key. What you said there is, although the performance ain't right, getting that win is massive. We're going to come to Mo in a minute. Obviously, Chelsea fan CB is with us here. Not a great performance. I saw some of your tweets throughout the game, actually, but you pick up the 3 points today. Give me your thoughts overall tonight on the performance and the win, CB.
Up the Chelsea every single time, first and foremost. I'm actually quite happy, you know. It's a test of character that we had today. This is a performance in terms of coming back from international break, you know, injuries, put a couple players out of the side. These are the type of performances where usually we fold, we crumble. When I saw that penalty get saved, I said it, we're winning the game. These are the type of performances we need to go for the title, because I've said it a lot of times. I've been getting criticised all season long. I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm 24 years old. The last 2 seasons is the first time we've gone 2 years without winning a trophy. Me personally, I start every season, first 10 games, expecting the title. And then for them 10 games, we'll see where we're going moving forward. I will never let my standards drop, no matter who's the manager, no matter what the situation is. I believe in the badge, not whoever's on the pitch, not who the players are. Di Matteo won us the Champions League, for God's sake. So moving forward, I wasn't happy with the performance, but I'm happy that we grinded out a result. It's the smash and grabs, the 1-0, clean sheet got kept as well. That's something that I've been very critical of, because Colwill and Fofana have been getting a lot of praise within the fan base. But this is the first time they kept a clean sheet all season. Colwill, we have been very critical of last season, was quality today. Fofana, apart from the penalty situation, he moved to right back. He was great. Vega warmed into the game in the second half kind of well. I believe he's more of a midfielder than a left back anyway. In the first half, it didn't look like it's his first Premier League start. It didn't look like he needed warming up into it. He was a bit nervous. Second half, dominated, winning his duels, winning the ball back, commanding well, knowing what to do, driving with the ball correctly. I'm happy with it. I like in terms of the manager, who I'm not really fond of. I'm really doing the positives today, because I'm not gonna just start slandering the team for winning games. These wins are very hard to come by the last couple of years, so I'm not gonna just pile on the negatives. I like the fact that he was proactive with his changes. He didn't wait too long. I would have put Nkunku on sooner, but he subs won him the game. He subbed on Sancho in 45 minutes in. If this was other managers, it could have been the 70th minute, 60th minute. Yeah. He done it from the beginning of the second half, changed straight away. And Sancho's performance, wow. In terms of debuts for Chelsea, I think this is one of the best debuts we've had in a long time. Hopefully, this is consistent performances, because I'm looking at what he just done there. It looks as though we signed him fresh from Dortmund the first time he came to England. And if this is what we're getting all season long, I'm happy with that. Disasi, arguably probably one of the worst defensive performances we've seen this season. I'm not even the season at Chelsea, but in a long time. I hope no one makes a foul comp, because that was criminal what I saw there. Robert Sanchez, no one's gonna say it. Best performance he's had in a Chelsea shirt, by the way. I know he gets a lot of slander from our fan base. I say it a lot as well. Oh, did you? Oh, sorry, I was.
Yeah, we said it. Yeah.
He gets a lot of slander from my fan base. You know how it is. I personally don't think he's great, but the penalty save was top. He's claiming his crosses well. In terms of distributing the ball, he's done well. Big saves when we needed it. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest with you. That was probably the best game he's had for us. And these are the little things in terms of building a team. Yeah, these are the performances we need that keeps us together. Because now we know, okay, if he's not working with the front three, he's not working with Jackson, Noni, Neto. All three of them didn't really have great games. Okay, we got depth now. We know you guys can make something happen. On top of that,
that's the big difference from last year. It's the bench options. It's the
exactly because
today was a squad win. That was a team. That was a squad win. That was
it wasn't. It was the bench.
One thing I will say, that was the way everyone, and I'm bringing him up because he gets brought up every single match reaction we have. I'm bringing him up. Enzo Fernandez wasn't here today. There was no control of that midfield. We looked dreadful. We couldn't hold on to the ball, and I just want everyone to remember that, because when we have Enzo in the team, it's we're too slow, but at least we can retain the ball. That's one thing I will say. We retain when Enzo's in the team. Does it look a bit friendly and we can't score? Yeah, but at least it's not basketball the whole game. Today it was bad. And when our midfield plays badly and Enzo's in it, everyone wants to go for him. Today the midfield didn't play great. So I just want people to remember it's not purely an Enzo thing.
I could also say to you, these are the facts here. 6 games in a row, unbeaten without Enzo. 6 wins on the bounce without Enzo Fernandez.
Bro, we're not looking at that performance saying that's a big win. Like a deserved. It's a big win. It's a big win.
It's a morale booster.
Is it a deserved win? Let's be honest. Probably not.
Football, what Chelsea?
No. I get that's football. I get that's football, but I'm just saying if Enzo was in that midfield today, everyone would have been crucifying him.
I understand you. But for example, look, Caicedo was in that midfield, and the midfield wasn't pretty, but he looked top. You can see he was literally carrying that midfield in his.
But David, shoulders. Do you know why? Is it? How much did Vega cost you guys?
20 million pounds.
Okay, and how old is he? And how old is he? And how old is he?
He's 20. 20.
Okay, he's very, very young.
Okay, so you've got a young kid who cost 12 to 20 million. Let's just put that out there.
Yeah.
And they had a lot of the ball, but it wasn't the best. The reason why Enzo gets stick, David, is because he is much older, much more experienced, and he cost over. Excuse me, he cost over 120 million. So that's why the criticism is there. It's if you drop that kind of money on a player, and yet you've got a player who's younger, less experienced, and cost 12 million pounds putting in similar performances. That's where the criticism will come from. But
I would just like to. When Enzo plays, let's talk about Enzo. When he doesn't play, let's not talk.
Well, I didn't bring him up. Like you.
No, I know you did. I know you did. I'm just like, David, I don't have like 20 minutes of why Enzo is not.
No, I'm just pointing out to David.
I know. I'm just saying.
The reason he's criticised is he's a 120 million pound player, not a 12 million pound youngster.
He should be criticised. He should be criticised for the price. No matter if he was 10 million, 20 million, because he starts and because Enzo's made him captain as well. That's more criticism that should be on him, because that means the manager thinks he's a leader, which he's not.
I'm guessing.
I'm guessing you disagree with. Look at the discourse that's happening right now. All the rivals, you didn't deserve to win. It was a smash and grab away from home.
I like that. I like it.
This is Chelsea. This is what we breathe. This is what we are. You drink it in. This is what I like to see. Chelsea's being great again. This is what I want.
No, I like that. I like it. It's good.
Mo's here with us. What do you make of the sort of the celebrations here, the title-winning performances as claimed by CB? What do you make of Chelsea tonight?
Right. So to Chelsea tonight, I think people just want to put Chelsea on a level that they are not. Like, if I actually said before the game that on paper, Bournemouth should be the team that is favorites to win this game. Iraola is more experienced. They are more established team. They play very good football. But Chelsea have a better squad and a better quality, but the manager is still building this team. And you can see in the first half, even until Chelsea scored, Bournemouth looked like the better team. The more established team on the pitch. Cole Palmer didn't get a sniff. Nicholas Jackson was behind. Caicedo and Renato Vega were roughed off the ball. Even Jadon Sancho and Joao Felix were roughed. That's a sign of a coach. Iraola is more experienced. Like, he knew exactly which player to rough, which player to press from Chelsea. So he's more established. But Chelsea have more quality than Bournemouth. The players that Chelsea possess are just more quality.
Yeah.
Jadon Sancho played well when he came on. The excitement and everything. And I see the rush of blood in him. And I saw the press conference after. He spoke very well about the environment and how they prepared him for this debut. But also you have to talk about the quality of Nkunku. Bournemouth, and not only Bournemouth, not a lot of teams in the Premier League have a quality player like Nkunku that can come off the bench after a lot of criticism and take that chance between 3 players and score like this. A lot of people will put their head down and they won't perform like this. That is the quality. That is why I said that even if the coach is new, Chelsea, for me, are the team to make top 4. Why? They literally changed the front 3, all of them put new ones to play a half. Who can say that I can do this? And with the quality of, I don't rate Jadon Sancho in the Premier League yet, not because I'm not going to go over the top like a lot of people and say, oh, 45 minutes, I told you so. CB said it. I need to see this over 10 games, and then I'm going to say, yes, it was the environment at Manchester United, but 45 minutes doesn't say anything to me other than a rush of blood. Joao Felix today, as Winter Surfer said, the compilation guy. What is this guy? How is this, bro? Dribbling. Look, bro, this guy is literally Eric Cantona player in the commercials. You remember the Nike commercials back in the day? This is the guy. To bring in the commercials, this is the guy. At the end, the guy dribbles 2-3 players, and then the Kerikes roughs him off the ball, and Bournemouth start another attack. But I disagree with CB for something. You cannot say that Sanchez has your best game and your defense was good. Your defense was horrific today, to be honest. The positioning is still wrong, by the way. Kukurea many times caught off the ball in the wrong place. Colwell today, last-ditch tackles, like preventing a cross from happening. That is not how teams defend, by the way. Teams don't allow the opposition to dribble inside the 18 to put in blocks and last-ditch tackles. That's not how football is played. Like today, Fofana sacrificed his body like 3-4 times inside the 18. I'm sure Maresca is not going in the lecture saying, today, Fofana, you're going to have 5 blocks inside the 18. That's not Everton style. That's not Tarkovsky style. You get my point?
Yeah.
You need to defend on the front foot. You need to defend on the front foot.